Well, hey, folks, Dave here on a Sunday night. Just jumping on real quick before the last game of the day kicks off in football. Just coming on to say hi. And yeah, just been at the rink all day doing a game. And then I come home and so I was listening in the car on the way up. I was listening to the Buffalo Jacksonville game. And then I got to the rink, so I had to miss the rest of that. And then I listened to some of that was it San Francisco, Philadelphia? We've had some good games. I didn't see the Buffalo game today. I was at work. So I listened to like the first 10 minutes. But boy, last year, if I remember correctly, maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. Last year, the playoffs, the wild card round was terrible. Like there were blowouts, the games were good. And I was like, we were just kind of getting rid of the bottom guys. And this year we've had some good games. I don't think we've had any blowouts yet. So I was kind of nice to see that. I actually got to sit down and actually watch some football for a change this year. And yeah, I don't think it was bad at all. I think we haven't had any bad games. So I might have some chocolate on here. My my wife found the leftover cookies from Christmas. She goes, "This is the last of the leftover cookies. If you want some." So well, of course I want some. I shouldn't be having them, but I did. So I got cookies all over me. But anyway, and Ryder says, "Good go Niners." Yeah, that was a heck of a game. That game last night, the Packers and the Bears game. Holy smoking jumping! That was pretty wild. That Packers game last night, and I didn't care who won. I don't really have any feelings either way for the Packers or the Bears. And the Packers are crushing them. I was like, okay, that's it. And then they came back. The Bears did, and they ended up winning. And that was a fun quarter of football there. Jeff comes by, and Bobber as well. And yeah, great games this weekend so far. I will give you that. And the Bears, yeah, that was a great game last night. And you're rooting for Buffalo. Well, didn't really think that Buffalo was going to lose to Jacksonville. Jacksonville had a good season, but Buffalo's still Buffalo. Even though they're not as good as the old Buffalo, they're still pretty good. So, so before I get going here, some news here in case some people just want to pop on and pop off. This Wednesday, which would be the 15th, the 14th, January 14th, Wednesday, January 14th, we are going to be talking with Al Wilson. We've had him on before, but we're going to talk to him about his new fast action card version of Fast Drive Football. What we're going to do is we're going to we're going to do the podcast with him first, and then we're going to flick the switch and go live to take some questions right after. And so I'm looking to go live 8:15 ish, between 8:15 and 8:30 on Wednesday night, depending how quick we can do the podcast. But I want to get the interview in first, and he said that he'd like to stick around and take some live questions. So Wednesday night, this Wednesday night around 8:15, 8:30 Boston time. I'm going to try to get the podcast done quickly so we can get him on and get some questions. So we'll go live then on Wednesday night. So you can get any fast drive football questions or any other questions for Al and his 3D6 gaming. Wednesday night, that's the time we're going to have him on for a second time. The first time was just talking about his fast drive football game, the dice version, but now we have all kinds of things. We have his baseball game to talk about. We have the upgraded football game. We have all the 3D products there, so we want to get into that. So if you have any questions, let us know. And I did get my second deck of cards in here, by the way, for Fast Drive Football. I think I unboxed them last night in case you didn't see it. So I have my other set of cards. So I have two sets of cards now, and I'm not sure if I'm going to combine them or not. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, and this is back in the chat here. And Ray comes by. Got to see Ray kind of getting together with some of the boys this weekend, and Christopher comes by, and the Big Red Machine coming by. Michael, good to see you. And Mr. Everhat comes by. Good to see you, E-Man. And Carter's nervous about the Pats. I am too. I'm always nervous about the Pats. Even when they had Brady, I was nervous. Brady didn't play well in many playoff games, and he'll admit that. He was like great all season. In the playoffs came, it's like, where'd Brady go? It's like, where's this Hall of Fame quarterback? It's just kind of not there. And Michael's, oh yeah, he's playing the 1946 AAFC, Interesting. Oh, and that's in Fast Drive Football. Nice. Yeah, I actually found where they are. I found uh my Fast Drive Football fictional teams that I had. So I got to pull them out at some point. And let me see. Oh, we got Joe here. Let me just add Joe to the chat, and we're just kind of jumping on real willy nilly here. And Joe comes by. You ready to go, Joe?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
All right, good to see you here. Just kind of feels like, oh, with the game get over early, we still get some time for the other one starts off, and they have all the festivities. Says, oh, come on and say hi. They're just talking about how the games have been pretty good this weekend for football compared to last couple of years wild card games where they were kind of terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, they've just been like there was always one team that's got smoked. It's like, oh man, why are you here? You have to be here. I get you won your division, but you're 5-10. Why are you here?
I was glad to see Buffalo pull it out.
Yeah, I don't mind Buffalo.
Yeah.
I was kind of rooting a little bit for who's the quarterback for Jacksonville. I think he's paid his dues in Jacksonville, so it
Eh,
would have been nice to see him get something. But
I'd like to see Buffalo. I like their quarterback. Always liked them. They just always come
yeah,
up short.
yeah, he's running out of time. He's
Yeah.
he's
This may be it.
yeah. So anyway, hey, so I was just telling everyone, Joe, that Al Wilson's coming on Wednesday night. So we're gonna do a podcast with him first, and then hopefully we can wrap it up by 8:15 or 8:30. Then he's gonna come on, and he's gonna stay a little bit. He's not gonna stay a long time, but he will take some questions. So we'll be live with Al Wilson
Oh, great.
at some point on Wednesday night. Hopefully earlier the better, depending how quick we wrap up the show. So it's just telling people if they have their questions for him, get them in now so we can ask you. And I'll post something as well on Facebook, and then in YouTube, and then on Patreon as well. So we'll get some questions from you guys there. And Dr. Jim says my head was down working and looking at corner rounders.
We had a discussion about that today, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
did
Ray
you?
and Ray, Vinny, Ray, Ryan, Vinny, and I got together. Vinny had us.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
we played some strat football, some 49. I taught Raymond the 49 highlights.
Okay.
Then at the end we played the full version. We played some of that, and we played some Appa hockey. We kind of mixed it up, but we had a long day there.
It's fun to play different games. You don't have to play the whole game. You just play. Like I said, when I was in Connecticut with those guys, I just played a period here, a period there, just to see how it flowed. Yeah, I just want to show you how the game works. So anyway, Joe, I had a little epiphany on the road today.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was talking to a friend of mine on the ride up to the game in New Hampshire today, and we were talking. And so I'm really getting into this wrestling game now, this Filsinger wrestling.
Don't do this to me, because I am really thinking about buying it, and I'm not into wrestling.
So I told you, that one of the listeners gifted me the game. They said, "Hey, I have it, but I don't play it anymore. Would you like it?" So I said, "Yes, thank you." So I've been really reading on it, and I'm going to try to get together with Dave Little and play with him. But I've been having some fun with it, right? And I'm reading the directions, and I'm kind of bouncing between basic and advanced. So I ended up ordering a couple of sets from them today because I want to give the guy some money.
Yes.
Because, I have his game for free. It's all legit, but
he wants you to test it out. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but I feel I should buy some.
No, that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, so I bought a couple of sets from him. I'm not sure when they're going to get here, but I bought a couple of sets. So I'll have even more wrestlers. So I'm trying to think like what I'm going to do, and kind of on the heels of the baseline basketball thing I'm doing with the fictional teams.
Yes.
My OBA with 6 teams, and you can play to a tie, and there's no overtimes, and just silly stuff that I'm doing with this. And the fictional stuff is really fun because you could just do whatever you want.
That's right.
Like the XHL. There's no wrong way to play it.
No.
Fury football from play. Right. There's no wrong way to play it.
Keith always said you can't ruin those games.
Yeah.
You can't.
And the other thing is, so let's just say, I said, look, I'm going to do the same with Appa hockey, or I'm going to do the same with, whatever. Mentally, no. I can't do it because I know the guys, I know the teams, I know the players. And if I say, okay, wins are worth 5 points, and goals are worth 2 points, it doesn't work. Because
it can't with pro players, right?
It just, it doesn't work with me.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but let me tell you, It can, and I'll tell you how. So I have the 1961 Continental League.
Okay.
It's a fictional league,
Yeah.
okay? But it has pro players injected in it. So does the XHL, as a matter of
Oh,
fact.
yes, I saw that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think if you take those fictional players and combine them with the pro players, then maybe you could do that. But I agree with you 1,000% that if you take a full NHL season, you just mentally can't do it. Mentally cannot do it.
It's just it's just really weird. Um, just because I guess even with baseball, it's like because if I were to stream it, people are like, oh, what are you doing? That's not how it's done. You know what I mean?
It's
And
true.
they'd be right to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm sitting here and with this wrestling thing, and I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do with wrestling. I says I'm gonna play a couple of warm up matches with some guys, right? Just kind of have some fun with it, and then I'll as the guys start winning, I'll start having some title matches, right?
Right. Right.
So I need to come up with some titles, and I don't want to have like 37 titles, but I don't want to just have one. So I'll have the the heavyweight champion, whatever you want to call it, the whatever I call the league, it'll be the whatever the digital to dice, wrestling
Mhm.
champion. Okay. Um, I always was a big fan of the Intercontinental title. I don't know. There was
Okay.
something about Intercontinental that was just, it was definitely a step down from the top title, but it was still was a respected title.
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm gonna have an Intercontinental title, and I'm like, what other kind of belts can you win? What other kind of titles can you win? And I know that they had a TV title one time. I was like, that was kind of dumb, but it was for the TV matches. I was like, yeah, I get where you're going, but it to me that was kind of lame. And they had the hardcore match. So I guess if I want to get into that or a cage match champion or something like that, but
Right.
I'm trying to come up with something here. And somebody, I don't know if it was Facebook or Delphi. I forget where I was reading this because I was researching this wrestling game. So I was reading some of the things about the wrestling people, and somebody said that there's a lot of wrestlers you don't know. Okay, so I don't know if I have like 50 or 60 wrestlers, something like that, maybe less. But I don't know them all. Maybe 40. But there's still a good 15 or 16 that I've never heard of. There's the
Right.
ones I know, Andre the Giant I know, and
Right.
Brutus the Beefcake Barber I know. So there's guys and then there's some guys like Don Morocco. I've heard of him. I don't know much
Right.
about
You
him,
don't
but
remember
I've
much
heard of
about
him.
him. Right.
And this guy here, Gorgeous George,
Yeah, I remember.
heard of him, but I couldn't tell you anything about him. But there's still a handful of guys, a good handful of guys that I have in my stable here and that are coming in the mail. I have no idea who they are. And no disrespect, I just don't know. And you might be like, oh, that guy, I know that. Well, I don't. Okay. So what I decided to do is I was going to have a title for the wrestlers I don't know.
A no-name title.
Kind of.
Right.
Okay. So these are guys I have no idea who they are. So I'm going to wrestle some of them and I'm going to have a title for only the guys I don't know. What do you think I'm going to call this title? And anybody in the chat, and the person in the chat that knows it, don't give it away. Don't give it away if you're in the chat and you know.
What will you call that title?
What will I call a
So
title?
it's really people you don't know.
It's people I don't know at all or very little about. And I decided that I was going to call them, and it's related to the channel, and it's related to stuff I've been doing. And I says, I'm going to have a title named this.
Related to the channel stuff you've been doing.
Stuff I've been streaming online. And it obviously has to do with.
You're not going to name it after the baseball player. I got it.
The Ken Maka title.
The Ken Maka title. Do I win a prize for this?
You might win a prize. That's good. You got it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying what he was doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because I was like, what? I didn't know anything about Ken Maka. I didn't. I just put him in because I thought 5 was good, and someone says no, 5 is bad. And so it was just kind of hilarious
that the Ken Maka title.
He became a folk hero. And the other night, I don't know if you saw it, I was playing Apple with him, and I rolled back-to-back 60.
I know.
The guy got a home run.
And
so
the chances were probably like
1 in 216.
like,
somebody said,
like crazy, yeah.
So so Ken Maka has just become, and then he's on here hitting doubles and singles, and it's just been kind of a feel-good story with Ken Maka. So I says, well, what do I do with a whole bunch of wrestlers I don't know? I didn't know Ken Maka either, so it's going to be the Ken Maka title.
Be perfect.
And so, yeah,
So Barbara's saying to put me on the mat and give me a belt, but
yeah,
only Barbara, only if you're my Miss Elizabeth.
yeah, Miss Elizabeth, yeah, almost the Cleveland Spiders belt. That could be good. Yeah, I could call it the Spider title for worst guy. Yeah, um, but yeah, that's what it was. That's what it
Spider
was.
match.
Yeah. Um, the Intercontinental is the next step to W. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always liked Intercontinental, but yeah, the Ken Maka title is what it's going to be called. Not a memorial title, just as And crew fan wrestling talk just in time. Yeah, yeah, I did. I did say it. I did say it.
So can I give some constructive? It's not I critique. I don't because it's not
Okay.
criticize.
Okay.
The Phil Sicker Games website for the wrestling. So
Yep.
after I watched you on New Year's Eve, and
Yep.
I was like, and I saw, the Macho Man, and I saw all these guys are, in the set. And that was, again, I've said this before, that was when I was into wrestling. Then in the
Yeah.
late 90s, after that, I just, gave up on it. Um, so the critique I have, I find the website very hard to navigate.
Yes. Yeah.
You
I
try
agree.
they say click here to make this order, and it takes you back almost to what you were looking
Yeah.
at 2 pages before.
Yeah. I had a hard time getting around myself.
And it's hurt. I think that hurts them because you
It
know
does.
what?
Yeah.
That night I might have impulse bought. You know what I'm saying? But sitting there trying to navigate the effect kind of wore off. The impulse kind of wore off.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same because I was clicking on some of the because you buy a pack of these things or expansion, whatever it is,
Right.
and you get 8 to 10 wrestlers. Well, if you click on it, it doesn't even tell you who the 8 to 10
No,
wrestlers
that
are.
was my next thing.
I'm like, come on. I mean, I want to get excited about this, but I mean, if you're not going to sell a la carte where I can't pick and choose my guys, if I got to buy a set,
Exactly.
I want to know who I'm getting.
I
And
agree.
there is a master list that shows some of what you're getting. And on the forum, they have a forum of their own, and somebody listed like everybody in the set on
Okay.
the forum. So it's in there. But like, yeah, on the website, they have a description and they list a couple guys. Why wouldn't you say, here are the 10 guys you get? Here are the 8 guys you get?
Exactly. Because
I don't
somebody
get it.
like me, if I saw 2 of those packs, and those 2 packs have the guys from WrestleMania, I'm
Yep.
buying those. But if I buy unsight unseen, like you said, the surprise, and I get somebody from the late 90s, early 2000s, I'm saying, you know what? I'm not
Yeah.
taking another shot again.
Yeah.
And again, I mean this.
Oh,
Again,
yeah. No,
it's
you're
a
right.
critique. I'm not trying to knock them. I think it's a critique to try and help them. I
I'm the
think you
same
make more
way.
sales.
I when I first went to the website, I went there like I say about a month ago, and I was like, "Oh man, what's going on here? This is kind of dumb." But then I started playing the game and going. I was like, I'm really enjoying the game enough. Let's see what I can figure out here. And
Mhm.
but it is you kind of click here and you go here, and it's like start all over again. Oh man, what the
Yeah,
heck? What
right.
the heck happened? Then I click here, and then I'm bounced out, and just
Like I
you
said,
know,
I lost my impulse. I was
yeah,
probably would have impulse bought after watching you do that because I
yeah,
just like how it's easy dice roll, dice roll. You get a
yeah.
result. Because I'm I'm not into wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So that's a kind of game that I say, hey, good, I could
It
play a game
was
in
yeah. The
15 minutes.
basic game was really easy. I started to look at some of the advanced rules, and I might work a few of the
Right,
advanced rules
right.
in. A lot of people do the homebrew rules because I was playing on New Year's Eve and the game didn't end, the match didn't end, and it's just like okay, I need this match to end here. You know what I mean? I need someone to get pinned, and so
You
I come
found
up.
it in the advanced, right? But you did find it. I think you mentioned
Well,
to me.
well, it's kind of weird because in the advanced there is a fatigue factor and there's a few other
Okay.
factors. Depending on the moves that you do, you might add some to the pin result. So it's a little bit more advanced. There's a few things that are confusing as well. So the basic kind of works fun for just kind of having some fun.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
going to
hoping to
try to
do.
work in some of the advanced at some point. I do like the fatigue factor thing that just you start adding one to every time you pin. But um, I think after 2 or 3 pin attempts, and if you've been rolling the dice for 5 minutes straight, I think you need to end the
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
So what I ended up doing with that match is I just left everybody in the third slot, which is where you can get your pins. And I said, okay, we're not leaving here. We're gonna
Mhm.
keep rolling here until we get a winner. But I had some fun with it. I did roll for disqualification and things like that. And the great thing is, whereas it's going to be my federation, right?
Right.
I'm going to treat it much like I did with the fictional basketball that I'm doing. Is there'll be times where if you get disqualified, that's going to be a loss, and you will lose the belt. a lot of times when you get disqualified, you maintain the title.
Right, right.
Is kind of how a lot of it
Your
was.
rules, right? Your
But
federation, your rules.
yeah, so I mean, there's going to be times, and maybe I'll roll a dice and say, okay, if you're disqualified, then it's considered a loss and you lose the title if you're indeed the champ. But there was so many fun things I was reading about
Yeah.
how when you leave in the ring and tag team. I want to get a tag team partner, and that's going to be the fun thing too. Is I think I get 4 sets of tag teams.
You can do
Um,
tag teams
yeah,
in the game?
you can do anything you want in this. It's really a sandbox. So I have I have Fuji and Saito, who I saw at the Boston Garden, for crying out
Right.
loud. I got the British Bulldogs.
British Bulldogs. Oh, I forgot about those
Yeah.
guys.
So
Yeah.
Davy Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid. Now I remember the Bulldogs, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
So I have that's 2 sets I have. I also have the Powers of Pain, the Barbarian and
Pain.
Warlord, right? And then I have the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk. And I have the Love Brothers, which I never heard of.
No, I never heard of them. I don't remember.
Hartford Love and Reginald Love. Okay.
The
So I have
Bushwhackers.
so I think that's 5 sets
That's of
of tag teams that are legit tag teams, right? But because it's my federation, I can also just team up whoever I want with whoever I want. So if I want to team up Jimmy Snooker and Brutus the Barber Beefcake, I can, And so I'm really looking forward to just having some silly fun with this wrestling thing.
That's what it's all about.
And it's just something, I don't know how much of it I'll put on here and stream because it's different. It's very different, and it's difficult to stream and keep people's attention. And you got to get excited, and if the wife's in bed at night, I can't be getting too worked up, But Rowdy says the website leaves a little to be desired. Yeah. So that's what it was.
It's just the navigation is a little challenging. It's very challenging.
Yeah,
to navigate.
It bounces you around, and
Right.
it's not impossible, but it's like, oh man, it does. It frustrates you. It doesn't get you excited about anything, is what it was.
Right.
The Spider title, loser keeps the belt. Oh, that's almost like a badge of dishonor, right? That's not a bad idea, actually. I don't know if Marco will come on here. It'd be funny. I was kind of hoping maybe like Kurt Schilling, because he plays Appa. It'd be nice to get a Kurt Schilling on here or something like that.
Ethan Hernandez, he plays Strat.
Yeah, just get anybody on here just to chat with about that stuff. It'd be kind of fun. I'd always like to talk to somebody that played a sport at a high level, and then tried to play these games here, just kind of what their thoughts are. Because I know, I played hockey my whole life, not at a high level. I only played high school. I don't even think I played any college or anything like that. I just played high school. And so I didn't play at a high level, but I played enough of it that I have a pretty good idea on how the game plays. So maybe that's why hockey is one of the worst games that I have when I play, because I know so much about it that it's like it just doesn't feel like hockey.
If it doesn't, right.
It doesn't feel like playing hockey. Whereas baseball, I played Little League, but baseball feels like baseball. Football, I know nothing about football. I know nothing about basketball. So when I play, I can just enjoy the game. But hockey,
you're not expecting.
Yeah, because I know hockey and I know how it plays. It's a lot different than just kind of enjoying it, because I'm expecting more stuff, and it's like, oh man, it's not here.
Well, that's what I found in the 49 Quick Decks 2.0. What you just said, sometimes you feel lax. I feel that like you could, being an ex-hockey player and being a coach, I get what you're saying. And we probably expect more out of the sports we play when we game those sports. And I found in this version 2.0, with the stamina building up and all that, you could picture like a puck battle in the corner.
Sometimes.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I like I say, the APA has a couple of extra rules like the corner battle. I've been putting those back into the game for a long time. I didn't, and I've been slowly putting those back in the game, the corner battles, and they've been kind of fun actually. I forgot how to do it. I was playing the other night. I was like, oh my gosh, how do you do this again? Who goes into the corner? What am I looking at? So I completely spaced out.
We were discussing that today when we played APA, and like I said to Vinny, I says, you know what it is? We play so many different games. If you don't put something on the table for a while, especially a complex game like APA, you kind of forget the little nuances in it.
Yeah, I think we all have those games that we've played so much that it doesn't matter how long it takes. You haven't played. You put it on the table,
and boom.
but yeah, so like Apple baseball, I can, I
Mhm.
won't play that for 6 months, and I'll put it on the table, and that'll be no big
That's
deal.
strap baseball for me. Same
Yeah, and,
thing.
and
You're
there's
right.
and Apple hockey and hockey balls, they're pretty close because I know them
Mhm.
pretty well. Every now and then, it takes me like 5 or 10 minutes to kind of get. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But there's
right, right.
some games that I used to be really good at, and I'm like, oh man, I haven't played them so long. I need to go back in the rules and kind of
Mhm.
refresh myself. And it's like, oh boy, yeah. Crew fan also says the website is hard to navigate. He's been ordering for years, so he's used to it. But yeah, well, like I say, I'm going to be putting some here on the channel. I think Friday night, I think Dave Little said he would do some wrestling with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Very cool.
he said Thursday, but I got to work Thursday. But Friday
Very
night
cool.
might work. I have a fairly light week, if you can believe it. I don't have any extra things this week, so no doctor appointments or no that I know of, and no extra work in with the play by play. So it's a pretty normal week for me. So
Okay.
and Rowdy says the forums do have the full set list. Okay, good. So yeah, so you can get. It's just weird they wouldn't put them on the website. I mean, how hard it is to list 8 or 10 guys. Here's what you get in the pack. I mean, what's the secret? I mean, I don't like to order surprises. I want to know what I'm getting. I don't
Also,
want to. I don't want to order a bunch of teams from App or a Strat or
right.
Payoff Pitch and not know what I'm getting. I want
You
to
know
know what
what
I'm
you're
getting.
getting. You know
It's
what you're
like, come
getting.
on. That's
I get when you log on and you hit the landing page.
yeah.
They're gonna stare boom, boom, boom. But if I hit shop, I want to see the list of what I'm
Yeah, I was
buying.
clicking on like game, and it would cycle me back to the.
Right,
What are you
right.
doing here? Why am I here? I want to click on this and see what's going on. And so yeah, I get all that. Corey comes by. Good to see you. You know, and
Like,
Rowdy says I have to double look when I order, make sure I have the right products in the cart. Yeah, you know what I did is so I put something in the cart and it just said buy it with the shop account that I have, right? And so I went there. I was like, okay, let's check out. It's like, well, no, I want to add more, and I couldn't add more.
oh wow,
So I actually had to go
go
back
back and reorder
and
again.
go to the thing and add the cart. Then I went to the second one, add the cart, went to the cart. Then I could check out with the shop account, and I was all set. But I don't know what happened to those other things if they're still in my shop cart
Oh,
somewhere
okay.
because it was like buy this right now and then add the cart, and I was like, it was kind of weird that I couldn't. How it was just weird, very weird how it did it. Not impossible, but very weird. Um, and like Lottie said, so I had to double look, but I did get confirmation, and I think it's pretty good. So, Crew fan says, Dave, they are bad at listing that on the ordering site. They do like to do teasers for the wrestlers in each set,
Yeah,
but don't put a list on the shopping site. I get the whole, oh, we want you to be surprised, but it's no, I don't want to be surprised. When I'm paying my money for something, I want to
I
know
want to know
if
what I'm getting.
if unless you want to say, okay, these are the 10 wrestlers you get as a bonus guy.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
That's fine, but don't say, okay, it's a 10 wrestler set, including these 4 guys and 6 others. No, 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 no. I don't want that. I want to know what I'm getting, and if you want to throw something in after this fact, that's fine. But I want to know what I'm getting here. I don't want
Mhm.
to
I agree.
know half of what I'm getting.
I agree.
So that's just for me. I get what they're thinking, but yeah, I don't know about all that. So Roddy says
Okay.
fatigue of adding a chip plus one to the pin is part that I added to my basic. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that too. So how this works, Joe, with a pin, right? So you're rolling, you're rolling, you're rolling, and at some point it says go for the pin. And so you look at the guy that you're trying to pin, and it says like 6, and then in parentheses 2 or something. Well, in the basic game, his pin rating is 6. So you roll 2 dice, and I believe you have to beat the 6. Okay, otherwise you're pinned. So so when you start adding to the pin, it makes it harder to kick out. Okay, because if you use 6 to 7, well, now you need to roll 8 or better. And
Right,
then
right.
on the next one, you need to roll 9 or better. But that's the basic mode. The 6 stays there forever. So that's what happened to me is I kept rolling, and I was beating 6, and I was beating 6, and I was beating 6. So I never got pinned. In the advanced game, you add 1 every time you kick out, but you start at a lower number. So if you have a 2 and you kick out 4 times, now you're at 6.
6.
So like the first pin, like if you have a 1, you can't you the lowest you can roll is a 2, so you automatically kick out, which it doesn't make any sense why you'd have a
Oh,
1 because there's no chance of getting pinned. unless it's said to add something to that
Right,
pin level,
right.
because sometimes you have a finishing move. It says +3, so you add 3, so that 1 would become a 4. So that's the only case that would happen. But yeah, like he was saying, he goes, he adds the 1 to the basic, so that 6 after the first one would become a 7. And then if he
I
kicks out
see.
again, then it becomes an 8. So it just makes it harder and harder because you're getting tired. So, but there's a whole bunch of things
It's
you can
almost
do
like
with
the
it.
rebound shots. Add
Yeah,
another one, add
exactly.
another
And
one.
another
Right,
one. Yeah,
right.
exactly. Add a
And
star. Add a star.
you're fatiguing the goalie, right?
Yep, yep. So, but there's a whole bunch of things like that you could do with that game as far as adding things, and then they have some different ratings in the advanced game if you want to see if some moves work or some moves
Hmm.
don't. So let's just say you try to do a leg drop or whatever it is, and it's got a little symbol like AG. That's the agility. So you look at the agility of the two guys, and if he's got a higher agility, then you missed the leg drop, and he's now in control. But what's weird about it is negative is better and positive is worse, which is confusing because when you look real quick at the agility, and this guy's got a -1 and this guy's got a -2, you're thinking the -1's better because it's technically a higher number. But in this game,
Right.
the lower is better. So it's taken me a while to kind of grasp the way that they do it. Like in Strat, Ken Maka being a 5 at third base. I thought that was great. No, that's the worst.
Yeah.
So higher is
Yeah.
worse. So
Right.
depending on the game, the numbers can be higher can be good or lower can be good. It all depends.
It depends, right?
Yeah, but it was super fun, just letting it play out, and then with the advanced stuff, which is kind of neat, you can have somebody come in and disrupt the match.
Oh,
Whether it's a manager or someone
like the
else.
story I told you the other night
Yep.
with Bruno Sammartino coming out of the audience.
Yep. So you could be, and you can do it. I think, but you're limited. You can't do it all the time. But
Right, right.
you could say, I'm going to have so and so come out of the locker room and try to disrupt the match. So you roll your dice and you look at the chart and compare whatever it is to see if, and so he might come in and pull the guy off or something like that,
Right, right.
and save you. But he can only do that once, and then he's got to go. So it doesn't turn into a joke. But it's like anything that you remember seeing on TV for the most part.
You can do in the game.
You can do in the game, it's just as far as getting interrupted or distracting the referee, or getting thrown outside the ring and getting disqualified. I think in the advanced mode you can leave the ring on your own. So if you're getting beat up and if it falls on a certain thing, it says leave the ring if optional, so you can leave the ring and kind of clear your head a little bit. And so it's all in there. It's just, and you got to use your imagination, obviously, but it's all in there. And I was really enjoying what I was reading. I haven't got it back on the table yet, but I really do want to do and just have some fun with that. And then I'll stream some of the title matches. So we'll have the first Maka title, the Ken Maka belt will be. I might even have to go to the ChatGPT or something, create some belts and just kind of show them off here on the channel, whatever. So again, the wrestling is just kind of silly fun. And it's given me a whole new, I don't want to say a whole new aspect of fictional, because I have played fictional before, and there's fun in there. It's all in your world because it's hard to share fictional with other people.
No, right.
Just it is because it's just you have nothing to relate it to. So if I said, "Hey Joe, my basketball league, look at the Canton Bulldogs or whatever they are, they're 5-0," that means nothing to you.
Hey,
Where
look
if
at
I
my
said,
San Francisco Giants, right?
yeah, where if I say, hey, the Giants are they've won their first 10 games in 1980. It's like, oh, okay, that's something I can. Okay, wow, that's something,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the fictional, it's really kind of for yourself, but I'm going to do my best.
I'm getting into it a little more and more. I really am. XHL started, and now I'm doing the 61 Continental League, and I know I don't know if Marco is still on here, Marco Scola. I know Marco was a big fictional guy because I used to watch some of his videos, and I just at the time I say, wow, I just not for me. But now I'm starting to get into it.
I'm trying to broaden my horizons.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And just got here wrestling games. Well, we're talking about Phil Singer.
Yeah, somebody
games.
answered them.
Yeah, let me So let me show you what I got here. I did an unboxing a while ago, but I'll just kind of show you what the cards look like and how the game plays, if I can. So here's one of the expansion, and I'm so excited. The guy sent me the game and some expansions, and some of my favorite wrestlers are in here.
That's cool.
So here's what the card looks like, right?
Wow.
So they have full color and black and white. I like the full color.
No, the
Obviously.
colors, yeah.
So then, if you look on the back here, that's the player card. So what happens is this is like level 1, level 2, level 3, and then there's some miscellaneous stats here. So what happens? They have offense and defense, right? So let's just say Andre wins the dice roll. He's on offense. So you roll starting in the first box, and so let's just say I roll a 2. It says arm crank -1. So he grabs a guy's arm. I go to the other guy, and on level 1 defense, so let's just say he's wrestling King Kong Bundy, he can either be dazed and Andre stays in control, or it's going to be a reversal. So that's just kind of how the game plays. It just goes back and forth and back and forth, and eventually you get down into the second box, which is better. Then you get down to the third box, and then that's where you can start pinning people or getting people in a submission hold or something like that. And that's basically how it goes. Now, there's obviously, throwing people into the ropes, throwing people into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, right.
They have one here where it's the death jump. So that means you climb up on the ropes and you try to jump on somebody like Superfly Snooker.
Superfly Snooker.
Yeah, so there's another card right there. So it's got the
King,
really cool graphics,
Kong?
and then King Kong Bunny. Yeah, then you get the back here, and that's just kind of how
nice nice cards.
Yeah, they are. So you got Big John Studd here, and then you have this card that you play off of here. So it's
you got the Macho Man.
I think I don't know if I have Macho Man or not.
He was my favorite wrestler back then.
Do I have Macho Man? I what I did today before I went to work is I listed all the guys out, so I know exactly who I got.
He was my favorite.
No, I don't. Oh wait, Randy
No, I don't have Macho Man Savage. Yeah,
I don't think I have Macho Man Savage. Oh no, I do. I do have Macho Man.
I think he's in because they show him in one of the sets. They actually one of the.
Oh, he's in the starter set.
Starter set, yes.
Yeah, yes. So that's the one to get. You want to get the starter set. There's a ton of guys in that starter set. There's like 18 guys in that starter set. So
true story, Dave, about Randy Macho Man. I don't know if I've ever told you this. So when I lived in my first house on Staten Island, I was on the other side of the island. Used to be this restaurant. And we used to go there.
Oh, yeah,
the Macho Man.
So from Sarasota, Florida.
All right.
The Macho Man.
No, so that's where I'm getting at. Sarasota, Florida. But we used to go to a restaurant maybe 2-3 times a month on a Friday. And guess who used to come in there to eat with his wife?
Really?
Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. The nicest guy.
Wow.
Yeah, they used to come and they actually lived on Staten Island for a while.
Oh, wow.
When it was really, a really nice guy. And it was cool. Nobody used to bother them, and they would just say hi and very, very humble people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's a Chinese restaurant up here right across from the rink I work at. Very, very famous one in this area. And all the wrestlers would go there when they fought at the Boston Garden. Okay. And when you walk into this place, all over the walls are pictures from celebrities, and a lot of them are wrestlers. And so they would go off in their own part of the restaurant and, do their thing. But like you go in there and there's a picture of The Rock with the manager. It's like, hey, thanks for some great food here at the restaurant. You know what I mean? And then you got famous actors and actresses, but there's a lot of wrestlers in there. A lot of wrestlers. They all would go in there after the matches at the Garden. Yeah. I never ran into them there, but they were always there. Rowdy says he picked up the Evolve Set 4. See, that's the other thing. I couldn't figure out where to find some of these things. I hear about that. And I'm like, where do I find Evolve Set 4? It's such a weird website to try to find things. And Cruz says the Love Brothers are a tag team from the 70s. See, I don't remember them.
I don't remember them either.
I don't remember them. Christopher says, I love making up my own tag teams on Pro Wrestling Superstar. Yeah, I haven't played that game yet. I want to do that. And Doug Glanville's a big Strat player. Okay.
Yes, and I saw something that Mike Kane said, and you'll get to it. Go ahead. do these because I think it's after this one.
Um,
Keep
am,
those.
am I going to do the snooker differently? Not really. Well, it's whatever I want to do, whatever I feel like doing.
Yeah, it's your federation.
Kurt's big games. He plays advanced squad leader. That's pretty good. Let me see the big red machine. Mets
Yes,
fan in the left field would yell, "Greg Jeffries, you're a
Mike Kane. If you're still here, I remember that. I remember they used to do that. The other thing was, I think it was Lenny Dykstra when he hit in the playoffs when he hit the home run in '86 playoffs. He said, I don't think the only time I ever hit a home run was when I was playing Strat after the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man, that's funny. It's a funny time. Bernie comes by. Bernie T. Good evening. Does Strat football card every player?
No.
I don't think Strat cards every player in any sport. I don't think. I could be very wrong.
Well, it's football defense. They're listed on one card. Your defense is listed on one card. There's no
Yeah.
individual defensive cards. So
Okay.
you'll get your starting. But I don't believe they card every offensive player. I don't believe
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Yeah, Fire Pro Wrestling is fun. I think I have that here on Steam. I've played that a few times here and set up some fun matches and just watched it play out. I didn't really do anything with it. I just watched the matches myself. I didn't play them. Okay, so same number low, it's a successful pin, high kicks out. Yeah, so if it's a 6, you have to beat the 6. Otherwise,
Right. You have to roll a 1 to 6.
No, you have to roll a 7.
Oh, you have to roll 7 higher.
You got to
not within outside of the range. Okay.
Yeah, you got to beat it. Same with disqualification. So if you got like a 3 disqualification, you got to roll a 4. Let's see, back in the chat room here. Crewfin says that's how fatigue works, adding 1 to the pin after each kick out. It's a good system once you get the feel of it. Plus, you can use your own house rules. Yeah, well, that's the fun. I was talking to Dave Little. He was playing that Saturday night. And he was saying that he has his own rules because I was trying to follow him. He's like, Dave, I'm using my own stuff. So I'm using my own way of doing things.
Dave is big in this wrestling game, right?
Yes,
he had told me that today.
Yeah, he does a lot of it actually. He does a lot of the wrestling on his channel, and he does a good. Usually it's Saturday around 4 or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, East Coast time. Dave goes on.
I got to check it out because between you and him, I'm going to wind up buying this game.
Oh. All right. Can somebody kick this Ray Barrett 27 out of here? Okay.
He was so
so
humble today.
You had him in your house. How do you have a guy like that in your house?
He was so humble today. Oh, he loved 49 highlights.
Yeah. Cruz says I need to have the Ken Maka Championship belt. Tell him. Yes, I will have to do that. I will have to do that. So I got to figure out how to use the Chat GPT and design a belt. And have the Ken Maka belt on it.
Somebody's got to let Ken Maka know about this.
I know. And it's not meant as a slam on him. It is just somebody I didn't know, and I made a mistake on the ratings, and he's been playing fantastic on my channel.
Him. You're actually honoring him.
And it's just like, let's just keep playing him. He's become a folklore on the channel, and it's no disrespect to him at all. If anything, it's just been fun because it's just somebody I didn't know, and now I know a little bit about him, and he's playing on the channel, and it's fun. It's all a good time. It's all a good time. I haven't played Face to the Mat. Okay, I haven't played that. I've only played Filsinger a little bit, so for me, I couldn't answer that question.
I never played Filsinger, and I did play Face to the Mat. It's Face to the Mat's pretty good. Yeah. It has some of those features where you can not per se call the guy out of the audience, but an outside can influence the crowd. So it's got a lot of those good features in it.
Right.
If you're a real wrestling, really into wrestling, it's probably a game that a real wrestling fan, a true wrestling fan would like. I enjoyed it,
Yeah. Scott has a good point. Maybe Maka could be the commissioner. That's not a bad idea, actually. So he could be the commissioner's belt, the Ken Maka commissioner's belt.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
See, who needs Chat GPT?
Right. Especially when we have Dr. Jim, right? Look at Dr. Jim.
That's right.
As a 2020 Mox retired, residing in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, near his hometown of Monroeville. Latrobe. Wasn't that a beer company was in Latrobe, Pennsylvania? I forget what beer company it was. And, oh, boy, we got the soccer talk starting again. Oh, my God. Really? Rowdy and Ryan talking soccer.
I'm surprised Marco was here earlier and he hasn't jumped in.
Yeah, I know. And he must have left. Now his ear's going to be ringing, And Dave comes in and says pretty much all the play games I either am or be willing to use fictional teams or players. Okay, so he's using fictional as play stuff. Yeah, play's good like that. Play, they have. I think they have all of them, like hockey, baseball, football. I don't know about basketball, but I know
basketball.
They have,
they have. It's Blam, BALM.
Oh, that's right, and even the
Basketball League of America, I believe it's called.
And I think they have golf and racing fictional too,
do.
Right?
They have golf, racing. I'm not sure. I think in every one of their games.
I'd like to talk to someone that does the fictional. We'll have Keith on again, maybe talking about that. But, but just you wonder if it's got to be easier. Because, no one can say, Ken Marker should not be a 5 and Freddie Lynn should not be a 2.
As a developer? Yeah, it's gotta be much easier as a developer.
Yeah, if I have, Joe the Toe, I mean,
right.
He's fictional. He's whatever I want him to be, and maybe that's not even how you say his name, It's
And as a gamer, from a gamer's point of view, so you're playing fictional, at least when you first start, your first 10 games or whatever, you have no skin in the game. You don't get disappointed because your hero came up with the bases loaded and struck out. However, you start to see a development in some of these players, and that's what happened to me with XHL with one of the goalies. And I was disappointed when he lose. If you lose,
yeah. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, it's different. Frank comes by. Good to see you, Frank. I'll be getting in touch with you probably middle of this week.
Yes, thank you, Frank. I want to thank you.
And we'll be giving that away. So stay. I don't want you to think I forgot about it. I don't want you hanging on to that forever. But we're gonna take care of that this week. Randy Macho Man played pro baseball, says Enzo. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. And I played a little bit of the playoff games this weekend too. I played in Fast Drive Football. Oh, Solitaire Pro Football just come out with 2025. I think it's like
you post on that,
$10 or $11 or something like that. So if you want to get on the pre-play of that's a pretty good full play game, but it's a fast play full play game. So I want to check that out as well. Let's see here. Is it the Kowloon? Yes, it would be, Peter. It would be the Kowloon. In fact, I was there last
Chinese
Sunday.
Restaurant? Is that the Chinese restaurant?
Chinese restaurant up here. It's a very famous one. Kowloon it's called. In fact, I used to have friends that come in from California for a video game conference. Every year they'd come up to Boston and we would go to the Kowloon. Just kind of had to go. And but I went there last Sunday. Holy cow, the prices are through the roof. And we went there about a month ago and they've gone up since then. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, I mean, the food's great. I like going there, but I'm going to be going there a little bit less. Just those prices are just nuts. They really are, So, yes, yep, that was. You guys hit it right on the head. Right on the head. The Dyson Men picked that up too. Nice job.
Is that Joe of Dyson Men? Is that Joseph Costa Jr.?
I figure I saw his name somewhere, and I so many people have these nicknames, and I get them all
he
mixed
does
up.
He does the write up of Dyson Men, the blog.
It must be then. It must be. Yes. Killer Kowalski's in there somewhere. It's in one of the packs. I don't think I have him. But he's in there. And I did work for Killer Kowalski. I think I mentioned that here in the show that in 1988, I moved to a town and they had a cable access channel, as you did in 1988. And so they had a TV production class. So I went down and checked it out because I had taken TV in high school and really enjoyed it. And so one of the things was working with Walter Kowalski on his new wrestling league. And so I would go and I'd run the camera. And then one time I was running the board and stuff like that. And we did 3 or 4 or 5 shows with him. And we had a good time. And it never really went anywhere. But I met, who was there? I don't know if I met him, but Big John Studd was there. I think Ivan Koloff was there. Iron Mike Sharp. So they had a couple of name players that, had done the time in the 70s and the 80s that was still kind of milling around a little bit. A lot of guys I didn't know, but it was a fun time hanging out with some of the wrestlers, being, 21 years old and hanging out with them afterwards, having a beer. Oh. It was a good time.
Of Dyson Men, it's not Joe. I know who it is. He just wrote something on the bottom. And thank you for that.
Evolve Set is the indies category. See, I get them all mixed up. It's not really well explained, you know. Someone had to tell him what
Yeah,
the 5 meant. Yeah, I don't know either. So, okay, yeah, Strat doesn't card everyone, but the PC game does
yeah,
have everybody.
yeah.
Okay,
They
yeah,
do that. I think I believe in
yep,
all their PC
yep.
games and
Thank
all
you
their
for
stuff.
that. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And why is what is Dave Little's channel with the wrestling? I'd like to check it out. It's under his name. Yes, I think it is under Dave Little. Oh, let me see. It might be Epic Dave. If I just type in Phil Singer Legends of Wrestling, Dave's channel sometimes comes up. Where is Dave's channel here? No, I'm not finding it here. Maybe he doesn't call it that. Dave Little. Okay, yeah, it is. It's just called Dave Little. But there's a lot of Dave Littles. But yeah, Heartland Championship Wrestling. Yep, it's right under Dave Little, just like it sounds. But there's a few Dave Littles, so you got to kind of flick around till you find the wrestling one. Was that Rolling Rock, Gus? The Latrobe, PA? Yep. And Arnold Palmer's from Latrobe, too. I'm a little behind in the chat. Sorry about that. I was kind of off on a tangent here. Dave Little Epic is the official name of his channel. Okay, but when I just went there, it said Dave Little. So, I don't know if I could post that link again to his channel if you want to go check him out. So let me go here. There's like a whole bunch of Dave Littles. There's a whole bunch of Dave Gardners too. Let's see. So can I go to his channel? Yeah, Dave Little Epic. You are correct. Dave Little Epic. I don't know if I can share this channel here or not. I don't think I can. No, Dave Little Epic is what it is. Oh, share channel. There we go. Share channel. Copy. And let's see if I can put that in the chat here. I don't know if that'll work or not. But so I try to put that in the chat. Let's see. So okay, it was Rolling Rock. I knew I heard one of the beer companies. I never was a fan of Rolling Rock back in the day. Tim says, fictional, fictional Joe. How far along are you in the HMB Continental League?
So I had to. I'm probably about 5 or 6 games, only 5 or 6 games in, because I wanted to actually finish my XHL, and I'm just finishing the semifinals. Going to play for the XHL Cup soon, so I kind of put that on hold a little bit.
Okay, so Atlanta, Montreal are doing well for him. So, and Rowdy says he has the black and white version of Killer Kowalski in that game. It's going to be tough for me to play with the black and white after having the color. The colors are so nice, you know.
Give you the option to order black and white or color.
I think the older ones are black and white. This game's been around for a while. I don't know much about the game, so I'm sorry if I'm kind of like ignorant about what it is. But the color ones are just so good, as I showed you. So, okay, he's in expansion pack 4 if I want to get his card. Yeah, so I'll have to get that at some point.
Oh, it says Legends. I'm on it. Legends color starter set. So it tells you.
Now, there is, if I can find this now.
Now, the expansion, it doesn't say that.
Okay. So now, here is this right here. I'm going to put this in the chat. So this is kind of neat, too. This will send you to the website, and it puts all the wrestlers in order alphabetically by their first name, and it says what set they're in.
Oh, wow.
But some of the sets I can't find, like the Legends Partners, I can't find, and the Shimmer Starter set.
They might be in the expansion sets, the Legends, because I have it up here on the side. It says Legends expansion sets. So it might be in that category. Okay. But the problem is, you click on it, and guess where it took me?
Yeah.
Back to the front.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I got the Beyond Wrestling pack. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it kind of spins you around a few times, you know. And PJ saw Killer Kowalski and Bruno at MSG in the late 70s. Fantastic. Yeah. Gus likes George the Animal Steel. I do have him. I do have George the Animal Steel. He was kind of strange. I guess, wasn't he like a school teacher or something like that? George the Animal Steel? He was some kind of like very
What you'd
well,
never expect, right?
yeah, well-to-do profession. He wasn't like, he just was like someone that would like put on a nice shirt and tie and go to work. you know. Um, yeah, the mic comes by. So yeah, so I put the link in here. This is the Find Your Favorite Wrestler, and that brings up the master list, so you can kind of scroll around and see who they got. Rowdy says some of the older sets in the box startup set is all black and white. I think more sketch art, still some really cool color up. The colors are much better. I agree. Yeah, I like the ones there. High school football coach, was that what he was? I
Oh wow.
thought maybe he had something to do with a
I'm
school.
sorry.
Maybe that's what it was.
Forget Chat GPT. Dr. Jim. He
Oh
knows it
yeah,
all.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
great.
college professor. At least that's what he.
Okay.
I thought he. Yeah, I thought he was some kind of a teacher. That's what I thought too. Is that he had a profession, something like that. Crew fan says George Steele taught school and coached high school football in Michigan. Imagine that. Imagine you go on TV and you're eating a turnbuckle and you got that big hairy back sticking out. and then on Monday you go into school. It's like, everyone's in there eating the chairs and the curtains in the classroom.
So Dave,
Oh
I'm on the
man.
site. Start here. I start here. Legends of Wrestling. You want this set? Start here. It brings you back to the first page.
Yeah.
It's scary. I wonder if they realize.
So yeah, so you went to shop?
So I go to, let's just say it goes Legends Color Starter Set. Legends of Wrestling Color Starter. So you click on it. Philsinger Games brings me to Champions of the Galaxy Legends Wrestling Card Game. Learn more. Learn more brings me back to the last page I was on.
Hit shop. Try hitting shop.
I don't. Oh, here it is. Okay.
So click on shop, and then you
Okay.
can go
Then it's
to.
got Tim Storm, and then it's got Legends Expansion, Legends of Wrestling Color Starter Set. Okay, so we hit that. And you could add it to the cart. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you
But
got to go
it's
through
got that
shop.
huge. It's got the huge image that's really kind of
Yes.
distorted.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
really kind of nuts.
So
So
you posted a link to a list. You got to send me the list later if you get a chance.
yeah.
I'm gonna probably wind up ordering this game just to have some fun.
I think it was like $27 for the starter kit.
Yeah,
I don't know how much the game is.
that's the game I think to start. Hold on, let me go back now.
All right, so I just sent you that.
Okay, let's go back to shop. Let's see.
Yeah.
So it says Legend Wrestling Color Starter Set, $27. So that's the game? That's got to be the game, right?
I would think so.
It's starter set. Top 16 of the top Legend wrestlers together in one, including Macho Man, Luthez, Harley Race, the Road Warriors.
I just don't know if that's the
game parts, right?
Game parts.
I'm gonna shoot them an email.
Oh no. Okay. Well. Okay. Filtering game instructions and game charts. $5 under other.
Oh wow!
Under other.
So you have to buy that and the expansion. I'm sorry, and the Legend, the color starter set. So you buy that and the starter set, and you can play the game.
Yeah, $32 plus shipping. Yeah.
So he says it's under other.
Yeah, instruction book and full color charts. This is a separate item, but also included in the starter sets.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, so the starter set could get you going.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got the Ring Companion 1 too, which is kind of neat. That he sent me. So I got this thing here. So it's the Ring Companion 1. And so what's kind of neat about this is you go through and there's all these different matches and it tells you how to modify. You got the alley fight, the barbed wire baseball bat match, barbed wire cage match, battle royal. That sounds like fun. Brass knuckles match. I mean, that should last all of like 6 seconds, right? A brass knuckle match. Come on.
Listen, I remember when the steel cage match was the big thing.
Yeah.
Now it's like nothing. Now they climb on the top. They
yeah.
off.
Yeah. Yeah. The coffin match. climb the pole match. I mean, dog collar match. I quit. First blood. Gauntlet battle royal. There's like, oh man, there's a lot here. There's like 88 pages of matches here. There's an injury chart on here. Guest referee chart. Male versus female chart. Fair commissioner chart. Oh, title shots. This is kind of neat. So it's got a title shot roll here. No title shot. Earning yourself title matches granted, but in a special match. It's got everything. It really, anything you could think about in wrestling is they have here. I'm interested to see they have this other book, the Ringside Companion Volume 2, and I have no idea what's in that because they don't tell you. No, I'm kidding. It's the next collection of special matches and game charts for any of the wrestling stuff they have here. Expands compiling historically released special matches from various game sets released over the decades. For a limited time, there's a special deal between this and that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say what the matches are. 150 pages of new special matches, historic release matches not included in Volume 1.
Wait a minute.
But that's $40. So that's yeah, I'm not going to be getting that.
Wait a minute. No Hulk Hogan?
No, they don't have everybody. They have to get the license for these guys.
Yeah, because he recently passed away. So maybe when they made these, he was still alive.
From what I heard, and I could be very wrong, but from what I heard, they had to get the okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
From all these people to do it. So the people that said sure, they got so obviously Stone Cold and The Rock and Hogan and all these people have said no.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see a lot of independents because they're probably like, okay, I don't know what they get paid for this, if anything, but it just to have your name there.
If you had to get licensing, you know what they have to charge for these games? Forget about it.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if people said, yeah, that's fine. If it just get my name, and maybe they send them a card. Hey, we'll send you the card so you can kind of have it on your office, and we charge $2 a card or something.
I heard ST's wrestling game is anybody I know who's a true.
I heard it was too. Yeah,
out of this world.
Yeah, I want to get him on too and talk to him about that. And I talked to him about that.
It comes in a book format, I believe.
Well, it's a hardcover book, and I have that here. But it's just to make it work, you'd have to rip pages out of the book.
Oh wow!
And I was like, I don't want to rip pages out of the book. So he sent me the PDF version. But it's pretty deep. It's not as simple as this. It's not. Yes. It's not like
no.
This
it's not
here,
a quick play game.
Where it's just like boom, boom, boom. You're reading off a chart. He went back and watched hours and hours of videotape on these wrestlers to get it right.
That's ST.
So, that is ST. That's right. That's right. So that's why his wrestling game is probably one of the better ones, more accurate ones compared to others as far as the wrestlers go. I'm going to have him walking me through that sometime. We just didn't have a chance over the holidays.
Maybe we'll get him on the show. Have him talk about that.
Yeah, we'll go some wrestling. Roddy said you have to go to the shop in the hamburger menu.
Yeah. Dave kind of helped me. We figured it out now.
Yeah. Oh, the starter set will come with all the charts. A set of dice in the wrestlers. Okay, good.
Cool.
Oh, the Ken Maka Deluxe Box Edition.
If you do that, what's going to happen. You're going to have it made through, what do you call it? the company that makes ST's games and Al's games.
Oh, yeah, the Game Crafter, yeah.
The Deluxe Box Edition available at the Game Crafter.
Something like brass knuckle match. They'd probably put the brass knucks on a pole in the corner. First guy that gets can use it. Yeah. Will be the guest referees. Yeah, I'll have to have some guest referees. They do have what's kind of neat is they have a referee. They have three. I have 3 referees, and they all do different things. Some you add one to the pin, some you subtract one for the pin. Some people don't like to disqualify. Some people are right by the rules, and you're out of here. So it's kind of neat that if you want. Much like the umpires in History Maker Baseball, you can put in referees.
I actually worked with a referee who refed wrestling. He actually got picked in WrestleMania 2, and he was a pretty stocky built guy, very built guy. And he said to me, Joe, they used to fling me around like I was nothing in the ring.
Oh yeah,
I was nothing.
Oh yeah.
He says these guys were strong as ox.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these guys are no joke. I still think back to the WrestleMania with Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, and he had to slam him.
Them up.
How do you slam Andre the Giant? How strong do you have to be? And Hulk Hogan was not a young dude at that point,
at that point.
So I guess he come off the rope and did it. But I'm like, how do you pick? What if he dropped on his head? It's like I wouldn't want Andre mad at me,
And that's and that shows you too how strong Sylvester Stallone was in Rocky 3.
Oh yeah.
He picked the Hulk Hogan, and Sylvester Stallone is not a big guy per se. He picked Hulk Hogan above his head, and he really did that. There was no special effects.
Yeah, no, that's the one. I think that's the one to come off the ropes. He said that he had to come off the ropes, get some momentum, and then pick him up that way. So he just didn't like bench press him.
Okay,
he come off the ropes, a little bit of momentum, and he put him up. But yes, he did.
he held him up.
He did have him up. Yeah. So Rowdy was the one that won the Christmas giveaway with the ST wrestling game.
Okay, so like you, he wants the book.
He bought the PDF. I'll have to dig out that book and go through it another time.
Oh, so he sells a PDF version too. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if he sent me that. Or he was supposed to send me that, but I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. So that's what Play does. They get close to the real wrestlers. Well, these are the real wrestlers. They've got the okay from the family or whatever it is to use them. So, Crew fan says Squared Circle is fun, but much more difficult than Filsinger games.
Yeah, it's a complex game.
His research into the moves is incredible. Yeah, so I can't wait to try that. Well, they didn't lie to us. It's just that was the match. The match was the slam. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he didn't slam him a few times already, but that was the match. Whoever could slam the other guy.
There's no lying in wrestling.
Yeah, it's all above board.
I don't know how true it is. I was told they actually had to have SAG cards years ago.
SAG?
SAG. Screen Actors Guild cards. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard that.
For what? For what? Oh, for the audience?
Because they're performers. So you're talking. It was like a fictional performance.
So an ID card.
Yeah, so you had to belong to the Screen Actors Guild, like an actor.
Oh.
So if you're an extra in a movie,
you
don't have to be a union, but the Screen Actors Guild is union.
Okay.
So if you have a speaking part, if you say one word in a movie, or they make you replace a union actor who didn't show up, you have to become a part of the Screen Actors Guild. And I heard years ago wrestlers were part of maybe it was just their union. But I heard they were part of the Screen Actors Guild. Don't know how true it is. Maybe Dr. Jim knows. He'll probably know.
Chat GP Jim.
It's going to be his new nickname. We love you, Jim.
we do. But yeah, so it's going to be fun playing some different things here on the channel. We got some guests coming up. Again, we got Al Wilson on Wednesday night. So get your questions in for Al about his football game or his baseball game or his 3D6 gaming stuff. I'm interested to see why he get into the 3D printing, because he's got some good stuff here. And I know he created some stuff. Yeah, he created some stuff back in the day. I remember he's like, I created the scoreboard, and I don't know how he created it, but maybe he was just kind of practicing at that point. But his stuff's pretty good. I really like it.
I could be wrong. I believe he created for the Fury hardball, the tokens. I think he might have created those.
Oh, really?
For them. Yes, and the what do you call it? Die. What's the Fury die?
Maybe.
For play. I think Al actually created. I could be wrong, but I'm almost pretty sure that he did create that stuff for Keith.
Okay, interesting. And Dr. Jim says he's not that old, so.
No, I didn't say he was old.
No, we didn't. I don't think we did. You did.
No.
I didn't.
I didn't say anything about being old. I just said he knows a lot.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Doesn't mean he's old.
But and we are also scheduled to have another author on the show who wrote a book about his Cleveland Spiders replay on Strat PC. And he kind of followed up with like a recap of every single game that he played. And I'm interested to see, what his results were and why he would pick the Spiders and all that, because I'm a Spider guy. And I kind of did the same thing. I played through a season, not every game, but I played probably 20 or 30 games of the Spiders that season. And we had some fun with that Spiders replay in Strat PC. We had some fun rooting for the Spiders. They won their last game, and I think that put them over their 20 wins that last game. I think it gave them 21, maybe
Wow.
22. Yeah,
What
but
year was it? Do you remember, Dave?
1899.
So I think, oh, you know what? I'm going to look on Pocket Pennant Run. I think it's on there. That
I
might
think
be fun just to play
I
around
think
with
I
on
think
Pocket Pennant Run.
I think they do have the Spiders on
Yeah,
there.
that might be fun just to play
Yeah,
around with
but I bought that season in Strat. I bought it in Action PC too, but it was kind of messed up.
on the computer.
Yeah. So the Strat did pretty well with it. Again, not sure if you had the correct lineups or anything like that because it was
Right.
it's 100 and what
That's
25 years
Yeah.
ago,
It's got to be tough.
and
to look that
the internet
stuff up.
the internet was a lot slower
Yeah.
125 years ago. So
That's funny. Vinny showed me Action PC. No, was it Action PC Baseball? No, Replay PC Replay Baseball today. He showed it to me.
that's not bad. That's
no,
not
that
bad.
looked pretty good.
I kind of like it. I played
Yeah.
that a few times.
Looked pretty good.
Yep, I've had a good time with that. Let's see here. Looking forward to hearing from Al on Wednesday night. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
idea is we're going to do a show with him. We're going to record the show, and then we're going to flip the switch and go live and take some questions right after. So that's kind of the plan. So depending how quick we get through the show is when we'll flip the switch and go live with him. So it's going to be kind of a double show night on Wednesday is kind of what we're going to be doing. So I'm kind of hoping between 8:15 and 8:30 we'll be flipping the switch and going live with Al.
Crew fan, it's definitely the game is really good. I'm if you've played the printed version PDF of the game, this fact version just brings it to a whole new another level.
Yeah, if we're talking about Fast Drive Football, yes,
Fast Drive Football. Yeah,
it is unbelievable.
yeah, it's really good. It's really, really
it's
good.
I don't want to say it's a completely different game, but it
No.
feels like a completely different
Yes,
game.
it does.
It's just you're getting rid of the dice rolls and you're getting rid of the book,
You don't have to, and you don't have to mark those click, click, click.
yeah,
The time is taken care of on the cards.
the stack of cards is your clock, much like bank shot basketball, and it's fun seeing that whittle away and just how much
Yes.
time is left, and it's like, oh man,
And you don't know, like you could be the trailing team and you have two cards and you don't know if you're going to run out of time on the next card. So should I go for it on this play or not?
Yep.
Yeah.
That it is the end of the game. It can be kind of confusing because there's a lot of things happening.
Yes.
With the time, if you're efficient or if you're not efficient,
Right.
the fourth down, go for it. There was a situation I had in one of my games that I was playing the other day, and there was only a handful of cards left, right? And I was like, I can't punt it. I need to get some points here. So with still about, it might have been 5 or 6 cards left, I decided to go for it on fourth down, and I got it. And the next card I flipped was a field goal attempt. And I think it says if, on the field goal attempts, you're supposed to lose the ball. But it also said if a field goal attempt will not help things, then it's a punt. But a field goal would help me because I was down by 2 scores. So I took the field goal try to close the gap a little bit because I'm thinking, like, again, sometimes I have a different way of thinking here because I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking a play-by-play game. Well, I need to use this fourth down to keep the drive going.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not how the game is designed because it's designed to be kind of a desperation late in the game, and that all that other fourth down stuff is kind of baked into the game.
And you couldn't go for it when you flipped that field goal card. You couldn't go for it again because you could only, I think, use it once, right?
Right.
Go for it. Yeah.
Well, I got the field goal, but it's I forget where it said in the book, but it said something about if you would normally not go for a field goal here. Let's say you needed a touchdown, there was only a couple cards left, and that would be considered a turnover on downs. But in this case, I did need the field goal
because you had cards left.
Yeah, so I tried the field goal, and then I think I tried the onside kick is kind of how I did it.
Okay.
Now, whether I did it correctly or not, I'm not 100% sure, but one thing I am sure of, I had a hell of a time.
Oh, right.
Knowing that it's like, okay, I got the first down, okay, and then you flip oh, man, it's a field goal attempt, but I need the field goal. I still need the field goal.
Right.
So I'm going to kick it. And so when I looked at the book, it said, something, if you wouldn't normally take a field goal, well, I would normally take a field goal here. So I took it, and that's how
I think you played it right.
Yep. And if I didn't, it's okay because
that's
it's
the
just
question you'll ask them Wednesday.
Yeah, it's my thing.
Yeah,
And I did ask him a few questions on the Facebook group and stuff like that. And can I keep doing this and doing that? He's like, no, that's not how it's designed. Keep
yeah.
in mind that this is for special circumstances. So
Right,
it's
it's a drive by drive, not a play by
yeah,
play.
yeah, exactly. So I kind of like, yeah, I can see that. And yeah, the fast action version is the way to go. Some people still play the dice game, but oh man, it's kind of like shootout hockey. If you play
Yeah,
shootout with the dice, nothing wrong with it. But
and
once
then
you
when you go to fact, you
the
can't go
fast
back.
action card does, yeah. As much as I like rolling dice, yeah, there's no way I'd go
The
back to dice.
saying is, when you go to fact, you can't go back.
Yeah, yeah. The dice go away.
Mike Terranova wants to know where's Vinny. I met up with him today, and I beat him. We played hockey, and I beat him so bad. I think he didn't want. No, I'm only kidding. Now, Vinny, I had some family over, so I think that's the reason that he couldn't jump on. But this was kind of a last minute decision. So, but
Yeah,
Vinny's good. Vinny's okay.
yep. So yeah, Vinny's okay. And Corey says I love the fast action card edition. I got new draft cards coming in the mail this week. I enjoyed that in Canton. I'm excited. A solitaire version has been created. Yes. Yep. Um, yeah, maybe that was the game tying kick, Rowdy. Maybe that was it because I know I needed a field goal, and I know on some of them it's like if you need the touchdown, you got to do this, that, or the other thing. But in that case, I was going to take the field goal. I'm going to take the field goal. Rowdy says I played the dice version pretty smooth. He's not
Yeah.
sure I'd enjoy the fact.
No, I like the. I played the dice. I originally played the dice, but I'm telling you, when you play the fact, you're like, wow.
It's yeah, because everything is you don't have any figuring to do. You don't have any
Yeah.
chart lookups. You flip the card, and it tells you how many cards to burn. That's your clock.
Right.
And then you go back to the original card, and it's like here's what the deal is.
Right. It just
And
tells you. You don't have to make no.
yeah,
Oh wait, do I
even
got to
your
go
kickoffs,
here? Do
kickoffs and the punch. You flip the card, there it
Well,
is.
average
And,
field position?
yeah,
Right.
and most of the time it's going to be average, and other times it's a special roll, or sometimes
Yeah.
it's different. But it tells you right there, and it's just everything is so streamlined and so fast, and it
Yes.
just I don't feel I'm missing anything with
No,
that game.
I agree.
I really, really like that game. Donut comes by. Donut, good to see you. I call him Donut because when I look at it real quick with my own eyes, it looks like a donut instead of Doug Hunt. Doesn't it? If you look at it real quick, it looks like donut. So, sorry. If you swap the U and the N, right, it's a donut. So he just finished the 25. Chargers won on a last minute field goal, 29-28, using
Wow.
faster. I haven't played that one yet. I played the what did I play? The games from yesterday. I played the Bears and the Packers. I think the Packers won in overtime. The Packers got 2 touchdowns in overtime in my game. That was kind of crazy because they each got a touchdown, and then the next score won, and it was the Packers getting a touchdown. In the other game, Philadelphia, Sanford. No, that was today. What was the other? Oh, the Rams and Carolina. I think the Rams won that one. I think,
Okay.
but it was just kind of enjoyable.
Oh, my-
Alan comes by, just started playing shootout hockey. Can't imagine not using the
No,
fact. Yeah,
true.
exactly right.
So true.
Exactly. Yes. Once you start again, the first time I played it, the first time I watched him, like he put the video up, I was like, ordered. I think I was one of the first guys to order because I was like, oh yeah, okay, yep. And I went right there and I got the Game Crafter. I bought the top one, and I got it fairly quick too because I got my order in really fast. So I was pretty happy with that.
Mike Terranova, I seen you laughing because I said about Vinny. Wait till tomorrow night. Mike, I'm meeting up with Mike tomorrow to play some strap baseball. You're next, Mike. I got Vinny today. You're next.
I'm just hungry. Don't let him fool. Yeah, I am hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. Fenner says watching some of the Pats and facts for shootout is necessary. Yep. Yep, it is.
Tried the dice game when I first got shootout, and I put it away in a drawer for a year. And some guy on that I messaged named Dave Gardner at the time, I used to listen to his podcast, was like, Joe, you got to take this game out. I know you like hockey. I read your posts, but you got to use the fact cards. And then Raymond, Mr. Pelly Lindbergh, showed it to me, and that was it. I loved the game after that.
Yeah.
So you were right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Barbara says she can't see Donut. And I don't know.
That's because she's a skinny thing. She doesn't eat.
Yeah, no, but that happened to one other guy too.
Oh, she can't see him on here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody one time.
Mike. Yeah, you'll be waiting, Mike.
I don't know if I can find it on the fly here, but somebody one time was saying the same thing. It's like, how come my comments aren't posting here? And I'm like, I don't know. And I went and they were on the block list.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like I I I don't put anybody on my block list. And so I'm trying to figure out like why.
So Rowdy says his comments don't show on his either. Maybe he's got to go into his settings.
No, it's probably me.
Oh, you think it's you? Okay.
Um I'm not yeah, I don't know why, Doug. Um I'm gonna make a note to look at that. I don't know if I can do it on the fly here.
All right.
Um
Here's my question. Hold on a second. Doug, do you see Barbara? Barbara can't see you, but can you see Barbara, Doug?
YouTube settings. So I'm gonna try to do this on the fly here. Settings channel. Community moderation. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see if I can find you here, Doug. I'm on the blacklist here. Um,
Yes, so he can see Barbara, but Barbara can't see him.
I don't think so.
That's, he just said it. He says he can see Barbara, but Barbara says she can't see him.
Um, no, I'm looking on my hidden users here,
And you
and
don't, no
he's not.
blocks.
There's no. He's not there. Um, yeah. I'm not sure.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe Barbara look in yours. Well, a few people said he's blocked. Maybe Doug should look in his settings and see maybe by accident. You know, YouTube was crazy. Remember over the holidays, the things that will happen? So maybe he should look in his and see if he's got any of them blocked.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, I'm looking in my settings here, and blocked words, user management, channel guidelines. I'm not seeing Doug. I have like 10 people in here, and I'm just not seeing Doug unless you change your name from something and and it's something different in here. But I only have like 10 people over here because and they're all like years old. That's the weird thing. Um, I wonder if I just go in and when I click on this, hang on 1 second here. Holy cow, Doug, I'm not seeing you either, Doug. If I'm in the main chat, I'm not seeing you, Doug. Check your settings, Doug. I wonder if you might have a privacy setting because I'm in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing Doug either. I can see him. What's weird is I see him here. Like, so there he is, right? So Doug's here and I see him, but he's not coming up in the main stream. That is weird. I don't know what the deal is. Joe, you're muted, by the way.
Hey, that's congratulations, Mike, on your no hitter. Yeah, I look forward to playing you tomorrow night. We have a good time.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing you, Doug.
It's got to be something in his.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got a
Got to
privacy
be.
setting or something like
Yeah,
that.
that he might have not realized. Who knows when they switch names over? Who knows what they did?
Yeah.
Not him. It could be just YouTube.
Um. Yeah, it's something is weird. I'm just not seeing it because I'm
Yeah.
trying to follow the live chat here, and I'm not finding it. So I don't know, Doug. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, maybe do a hard reset. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can see you. So Race Hot Wheels. Or Race Hot Wheels says you can see him. Oh, Jim says he pulled down the menu so live chat and he appeared. Really?
That's very interesting.
I see 57 people in the room. Yeah. Does anybody see Doug now?
That's what I'm going to try and see now.
Let's see if I can see Doug come up here on the channel here. And Mr. Space Shot comes by. Good to see you. He says, I'm trying to get to this channel more and more. I used to play APBA baseball 30 years ago, and watching all the tabletop sports has been rejuvenating. I want to get back into it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love to
I'm
hear
glad.
that.
Yeah, I hear from that a lot of people that played years ago want to come back into it. Yeah, and it's a great time to get in. There are so many games. There are so many seasons. Yeah. So I'm glad you're thinking about coming back. I just discovered these like 10 years ago, and I'm having a blast, like an absolute blast, And Doug did a reset, and yes, we can see the donut now. The donut is
Okay.
back. All right, donut. Yes. Oh, and Jim says his settings were top chat. He changed it to live chat. Okay. But some people can see him. And yeah, I didn't see him on the chat list either. But again, we're all kind of learning here. We're all just learning. That's what we're doing. And YouTube keeps changing the rules all the time
Yes.
anyway. You don't know what's going to be. Oh. And yeah, P-Jet, he's been around forever. P-Jet he knows everything. P-Jet, did you get your gift to work? You didn't. I thought you'd post a video or a picture on YouTube about what I sent you there. I thought you'd kind of show that off. I sent P-Jet a really cool gift at Christmas time.
He sent me something really nice.
Oh yeah, you got something from him too. Yeah,
they were really nice job.
I got to figure out where I'm going to put them.
Me too. That's what I don't want to just put them anywhere
Yeah.
because they're made so well. I want to make sure where I put them is where they deserve to be.
Yeah. Changed to see all messages. Now we can see Doug. All right, so everyone can see the donut now, right? Good to see the donut. He was hidden.
Yeah.
I could see. I definitely don't have two streams going. It's definitely just the one here, Space Shot.
Yeah.
Rowdy still doesn't see him. Some people do.
No.
Yeah, YouTube keeps messing, and I don't know what it is. There was one guy in here one time. He's posting and posting and posting. He's like, Dave, how come I can't see anything? And I went and he was on the list. I didn't put him on the list. It's like, I don't know who put you on the list. So as soon as I unblocked him off the list, he was fine. It was weird. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on here. Sometimes YouTube just unsubscribes people too, Fenner says, what season are you playing with History Maker Baseball?
I'm doing the 1961 Continental League.
Is that a real league?
So what it is, it's a fictional league that the way Keith developed it, so it's going side by side against Major League Baseball. Okay. But there are Major League Baseball, like Ted Williams at the end of his career is in there.
Okay.
There's a couple of Brooklyn Dodgers in there. Everyone, I learned this afterwards, everyone in the Continental League could have been minor leaguers in real Major League Baseball who didn't make it up there. So Keith created this side-by-side league. And that I think that eventually morphs into the Century League, or the Century League morphed into that, and that morphs into Baseball America in the future.
Oh wow.
Like teams go broke, and or teams move like a team might have moved to Montreal, because they couldn't because a major. So in '61, if a Major League Baseball team came into a city, it knocked somebody from the Continental League out the next year. So
Oh
that
wow.
morphs into Baseball America.
Wow,
But
that's
in
like way too
yeah,
deep.
but no, but when you read the history, so it gives you a little, but you just play. You just play it like you're playing if you were playing Major League Baseball. It's the same thing, same rules and everything. So it is a lot of fun.
Nice. And Thespian comes by. Good to see you. And Professor Kenny slips by as well. So he got this mouth pad. Yeah, mouse pad. I think everyone's prizes should have been delivered by now.
Yeah, by now.
And even last night, the Fast Drive Football, which was the last one because that came out of the GameCraft, it should have been delivered. So everybody should have their prizes or their gifts and donuts for everyone. Yeah, I haven't had a donut in a while. No, I had a donut Friday. I
I
did.
haven't had one in a while.
I
Dog's
don't.
age.
I try not to do that, but every now and then, Friday was one of those days I was like running on 3 hours sleep, so I stopped at Dunkin' on the way to work, and I got a coffee and a donut. So I'm gonna dunk my donut. I got an old fashioned donut. I'm gonna dunk my donut the old fashioned way when I get to
Caffeine and sugar.
the rink. I know sometimes I just have to.
Oh, you needed it.
Sometimes I have to. Ryan says he likes the Strat Football Advance. It was great playing against Vinny today.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
underrated game and a hobby. And Ryan, we
absolutely.
talked about. I wanted to get it. I played with who did I play with? Glenn Guzzo. I played with Glenn in Colorado, and I was like, oh, I kind of like this, except it's got one, maybe 2 seasons I would play.
Well, that's
And then one of them, I think, only had 6 teams printed.
yeah.
So, yeah, that kind of ends that in a hurry.
But the advanced head strat football head to head, the advanced version, may be one of the best games to play head to
Oh,
head.
I don't doubt that. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
With the
Yeah.
squares, your defensive, you got to set your defenses. It's really deep.
Yeah. So Rowdy hit the settings,
Okay.
and that did the trick. Let me see. Must consider Doug spam. Doug spam. The donut's a spam. Anyway, and Desmond says that is a brilliant concept for a league. Yes, it is. I agree with that.
It is.
It almost is like the WHA in hockey, where it grabbed a couple of guys, a couple of older guys, maybe some young guys that didn't get picked up by MLB, and then if a team came to town, yep, you got to get rid of a guy. I think it's very deep. It is. It's a very deep way of setting up
You
a
can
league.
look it up. Keith has a whole timeline from 1954 till now about how this league built and transitioned and players who retired. And,
That is nuts.
yeah.
That is very, very, very deep.
Yep.
And so Patrick comes by. Evening, Patrick. Good to see you.
Evening, Patrick.
And Rowdy says it was one of the settings to see all comments, including potential spam on the viewer's end. So maybe that was it. Okay. Dave comes by. Dave says the Continental League was a real league that was being planned at
Right.
first MLB to expand to quash potential
That's
competition.
correct. Right.
Yeah. Yep. And Christopher says it was going to be a competitive major league. So that's a pretty interesting thing.
Yeah. It's amazing how Keith's mind works. So he could take something that really happened and look at this. How many he made it into,
Yeah.
a fictional game in his game that could be used, and it's just incredible.
For bank shot basketball, I have the Continental League in bank shot. Continental Basketball Association, and it's got like Maine and Montana. It's a really weird setup, and I haven't played much with it. That's one of those products I thought it'd be fun to play like a quarter, just play 1 quarter of basketball, and just that would be that, or a couple of short quarters and just play abbreviated games because bank shot's a long game. But if you could, that way I could get those teams on the table. That was one of those almost like a fictional type of thing. Yeah. Whereas I was going to take 5 guys, put them on the table, play 12-minute game, and that's it. And I don't have to worry about subs. I don't even have to worry about keeping stats. I'm just going to keep scores of these guys. Just get them on the table and play, because I just like to kind of – I got so many games and so many seasons and so many players. I just want to get them on the table and just have some fun with them, And is
I
what I
see.
want to do.
It's for example too in '61, the Continental. It's got Al Weiss. I don't know if you remember. He played for the Mets. He was on
Okay.
the '69 World Series, but he's in the Continental League. He was young, so probably during the time off, he got taken by the Mets, and now he's out of the Continent. So that's
Nice.
all the directions that
Nice.
Keith sent this game.
Pops comes by. Good to see you. I was trolling your channel the other day. I think you were doing, was it the Phil Singer wrestling I was looking at? We spent the first half hour, 45 minutes talking about Phil Singer wrestling tonight in the chat. Just saying how
That's funny. Yeah.
yeah, somebody had sent me that. One of the listeners says, I don't play it anymore. I want to send it to you. So I got it, and I finally got it on the table on New Year's and had such a good time with it. So now I'm setting up my federation and how I want to do it and what belts I'm going to have. And I think I got like 50 wrestlers right now that he sent me, and I just ordered a couple of more packs to or expansions, whatever they are. And it looks like you could just have some old-fashioned fun with this game. And you won't have to sweat out anything, and it just roll dice and just see who wins. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So I think I was over on your channel kind of watching you play and unboxing some things. I think it was. And Space Shark comes by and says, I want to get into some tabletop hockey, and I watch my Apple hockey. If you show off other hockey, I'll tune in. Yeah, Hockey Bones, I do a lot of. Apple hockey, I do a lot of. One of the new ones is the 49 highlight hockey. So I've been playing that a little bit. Haven't played that in a while, but Apple and Hockey Bones get on my table regularly. Shootout does too. And let's see. PJet says had some great 4-man face-to-face strat football leagues back in high school. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah. And PJet has some hockey too, if you like to check out some more of that. And Cutter, it's okay. You can play the PC stuff. It's not that big of a deal. It's whatever you like to play.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott says he switched from top chat to live chat. And now he can see Doug. So everyone can see the donut now. And Donut says, I have that 61 Continental. It's a lots of fun. I know Willie Stargell is in that league.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nice.
That's correct.
Nice. And Doug Noble comes by, says, I like the videos from WHEH of the Red Sox games from back in the day. There's been a channel that's been showing that, Doug. There's been they've had some footage, and it's like some Boston archive footage, and it looks like it's just like 35 millimeter camera that they were using for the news. And there's some Red Sox and there's some Bruins and maybe some Celtics, and there's no commentary. It's just kind of them. And sometimes you're lucky to, if you watch the hockey, sometimes you get a goal, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just skating around the ice. But it was like some of the B-roll footage, or they were just kind of hoping to get a goal, And Rowdy says, so we're kind of solving the chat room here. Where it says live chat on your screen to the right, there's 2 lines, which allows you to change that setting. Okay. And Barbara does not have that. Interesting. And Crew Fan says the live chat, so you can see everyone. Very nice. And you said Fenner wants to play his 70-71 playoffs in Stone Cold. Yeah, Stone Cold was fun. I had a lot of fun with that. I really did. I enjoyed it. It's very, very like shootout, And here we go. Simmons comes by. I picked up season ticket football last week. He loves this system. Yeah, that's a fun game. I do like that. Did you get the big book? I got the big book because everything's like right there. I do like how that works. Enjoy having both offense and defensive players impact the game. Yes. Yep. You'd like to see me do a Blue Monday replay. I don't even know what a Blue Monday is. Is that like a Chinese drink? I probably had one back in the day. Yeah, can we get Blue Monday, please?
With the wrestlers in the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, with the wrestlers. Yeah, they probably had a few of those. Crew Fans still learning 49 quick decks. Yep. And so Barbara says she's on the PC and he's on the phone, so it might be different. I don't know. I think I went there I don't know what I saw.
I think on the phone, it just pops up when somebody speaks. You only see one on the phone. You don't see like the whole row like we can. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say something and then I enter it, that pops up and then it disappears when the next person does. So I think you see a row on the phone. That's what I think she means.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm trying to go to my chat right now and look it up here so I can see what you guys are seeing. Yeah, it is football halftime. Yeah, I'll go. I'll catch the second half. It looks like it's 3-3. It looks like a boring game, you know. Um, did you or Joe see someone post files for this year's playoffs the second season? No, I have not. Solitaire Pro Football just released though. Um, that I know. So if you want to get that for Solitaire Pro Football, um, yeah, I'm not seeing the chat here. Sometimes when I'm on the computer, the chat doesn't come up for like 2 minutes. I don't know what it is. I'll be sitting there and be like, where's the chat? And it doesn't come up for a couple of minutes. On my phone, comes up every time. And so let me see here under my settings, chat filter. Oh, chat filter, top messages, chat filter, all messages. How about that? Yep, I can see donut here. Yeah, so yeah, I gotta change that. Now over here, can I see donut? Yeah, I can see donut over here. No, that's Doug. That's the other Doug. Oh, maybe I gotta change it here. So timestamps reaction, moderation activity, participants. Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh, top chat. There it is. Live chat. How about that? Is that any better? Yeah, there's all these things I'm learning here. How long have I been on YouTube and I'm still learning all this stuff? So let me see what the live chat says. Oh, there's yeah. Okay, so I see donut now. Yep. Yeah. So there is it's top chat and live chat. That's what you can do, and on the phone it's the same way. So yes. Okay. So we've solved it now. So poor donut was posting away the last few times, and people didn't see him because somehow he's not included in the top chat. So I don't know how you get into the top chat. I don't know. I don't control that. Blue Monday. Yeah. Do you want me to play the guitar on that? Who did that? Was that the Bengals that did the Blue Monday or something like that? It was Game 5 elimination of the Expos by the Dodgers in 81. Okay. Is that what it was? I think everybody has it, Bob. I looked on my phone and I looked on my computer, and I was able to change the settings on both. Oh, the Pats got a field goal at the end. Wow, it's only 6-3. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. The Pats should be winning by a lot more than that,
Any given Sunday.
Yeah. And very defensive game, says Thespian. Yep, it could be very defensive, yeah. Doug says, I had a card and dice hockey game got from Canada back in the day. All NHL players from 83, 84. IIRC. I don't know what IIRC is. I'm not one of the cool guys. I don't know what any of that stuff means. Yes, I was talking about that, Thespian. This has been a great wild card weekend. The games have been great. The last couple of years, the wild card weekend has been blowouts. It's just like, why bother? You don't even watch after the half. But yeah, it was pretty good. Now Manic Monday, but there was a Blue Monday, and I think it was written by Janie Lane of Warrant, or it was somebody else that was famous, like a Kip Winger or a Rick Springfield or somebody like that. And they're like, I wrote this song, but it doesn't fit my band. And he gave it to somebody's girlfriend who was in a female band that did it. So someone's going to have to look up Blue Monday. And I can hear the girl's voice, Blue, Blue Monday. But it wasn't written by her. It was written by someone else, and they didn't want to use it in their band. That's the story I heard. That's the story I'm sticking to, okay? Yeah, the Eagles today. Yeah, the Eagles lost, right? Yeah, they lost to San Francisco. Yeah, I think I remember that. Weather might be a factor. It's really not that bad out here. It's cold, but it's I'm not that far from Foxborough Stadium. I'm 34. It's not terrible out. It's not like it's 0 and windy. So I don't know what the deal is. They said it would be a factor, and Foreigner has a Blue Monday. But there's a female that sings it too. Cardboard Commander comes by. It's been a great football weekend. Yeah, it has been. The games have all kind of gone down to the wire here. I really kind of like that. Yeah, Blue Monday, Blue. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Foreigner has a Blue Monday. Okay. Oh, Blue Morning, Blue Day. Yeah, I think you're right. Blue Morning, Blue Day. Was that Foreigner? I think that was Foreigner. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Okay, Blue Morning, Blue. That was Foreigner. Okay. And Janie Lane had My Private Blue World. There was a Blue Monday song that I think it was a girl band singing. That's why I thought it was the Bangles. Oh no, no, it wasn't Vixen. Wasn't Vixen. I'm trying to think of another female band back in the day that might have done that. But anyway, so well, anybody got any other things they want to add here? Because I'm going to probably jump out and watch the second half of that football game here tonight and chill out. And I want to read more about the wrestling game. So I'm enjoying the wrestling game. So 33 degrees and no wind. So this shouldn't be a wrestling. Wrestling, a weather. I'm on the wrestling on the mind.
Wrestling, it's on your mind.
Shouldn't be a weather thing at all. But the thing is with the wrestling, there's so many different ways to play it, so many things you can do and change. So it's kind of like payoff pitch. I gotta kind of set my what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. Here's how I want to play it, and stick with it instead of being all over the place and getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim, you know something? I was actually listening to some Partridge Family and the Monkees the other day. I did. I was on YouTube and I went to YouTube Music and I says, play me some Monkees. Take the last train. Oh, so good. The Monkees are good. They were good. I enjoyed the Monkees. I did. And Cardboard Commanders playing season ticket football with the 1998 Denver Broncos.
Nice.
Sounds like fun. The name of the wrestling game is Filsinger. Filsinger Wrestling Games. So here it is right here. Filsinger Games. This is the ringside companion, but it's Filsinger Games. Just like it's FIL Singer. Let's go to filsingergames.com, I think. And the website's kind of weird. Not going to lie. It's kind of weird. You don't really tell you what you get with some of the stuff, but it's fun. It's very simple. It's very fun. Rick McGraw. I don't know if they have Rick McGraw. I don't know.
Rick McGraw? Oh, look, I got the list up, actually.
There's still a couple guys that I wanted to get that I don't have. But the thing is, they come like in a... Well, I ordered the sets 2 and 3. I ordered the Trago sets.
Did he say Rick McCord or Rick McGraw?
I think it was McGraw.
Because I see McCord, but I don't see a McGraw. Oh, Roddy Piper. Where did it just go? I just saw it. Hall of Fame sets. They got a lot of different sets. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. They had the list of them all, and
yeah, I was just looking at it. I don't see McGraw. Yeah, second half of the game's about to start.
There was a page that had them all.
Yeah, the one you sent me. Is that the one you sent me? Because I'm looking at that one and I don't see it on there.
I have to go dig it up now. There is a if you go to their website, there is a community.
Yeah, that's what you said. It says names alphabetically by first name or to find them in our games.
Yeah, but there's also
in the community part. Let's see. There's a message board. Yeah, so maybe it's in there because this one is under. I don't even know what it's under. It's under games. Home. Find your favorite wrestler.
Okay.
That's the list I'm on.
So is this the
what was
okay. Here's another one here. So we have the
oh, you got to send me if you found another one. Send me that one too.
Okay, so here's another. I'm going to put this in the chat. So this is another one here. I'm going to send over to you, Joe, in 1 second.
I can't. What was the $1 Million man's name?
Ted
Ted
DiBiase.
DiBiase. Ted. That was
Yeah.
it.
So here's another one I'm sending you, Joe. This is the like what's in the packs.
Oh, see, that's better. See, this is all scattered. It's
Yeah.
alphabetical.
And then
Hey, he has Ted DiBiase. Wow. It's in the starter set. The Legend starter set.
now on the boards, here's another one here that's kind of wild here. I don't know if I can send this to you here. Actions, share thread, Facebook.
Oh, so this is even better. The one you just sent me.
There's even a better one that if I can just get it to you. I'm sorry this is like riveting here, folks, but we're just trying to share some stuff here.
So it tells you who all the ones in the okay. DiBiase's in the starter set. Road Warrior.
See if you can.
Randy Savage. Iron Sheik. Gorgeous George. Wow.
There's another one here. I'm gonna put it in the chat. This is
here it is. Yeah.
So there's another one that
Oh, okay.
So there's it shows you all the. So this one here that I posted. This is
from the message board.
On the message board, yeah. And John comes by. Here it is. The Preds win. Congratulates on the Preds. Good job. Oh, I want to get Roddy Piper. I don't think I have Roddy Piper. McGraw's a jobber, is what he said. Okay. And Rick McGraw is uncarded. Okay.
So Roddy Piper is, where did I say he was? Roddy Piper. Adrian Adonis, color expansion packs.
So I bought the Tragos set. They're called Tragos This Hall of Fame. So I got set 2. So I got Kurt Angle, Bob Backlund, who I couldn't stand as a kid, Gorilla Monsoon, Thunderbolt Patterson, Don Curtis, William Muldoon, Johnny Pesic, and Roddy Piper. So
what set is that in?
It's called the Tragos Thieves Hall of Fame set 2. And so I got at least 4 guys in there. I know. Then I bought set 3. So that gives me Antonio Inoki, which will fighting for the Ken Maka belt. Dan Spivey, I don't know. Don Carnoodle. But it's got Ken Shamrock, Mark Henry, and Sergeant Slaughter.
Mike Rotunda.
And I don't know Mike Rotunda.
Yeah, I remember him.
But so those are the ones I got coming in. So I'll get, another 15 wrestlers coming in.
Randy Savage, his brother, was it Leaping Lenny Popo? Or was that?
Oh boy, you got me on that one.
We need Dave Little on here, right?
Right, yeah. Friday night, I'm going to try to get Dave Little on. If you want to come on Friday night, Joe, I'll we're going to.
If I'm available, I have an appointment in the afternoon, but if I get back, I will.
Yeah, we'll play some wrestling.
Rowdy.
But yeah, that post there I sent you on. But I don't know how to get a Legends tag release. I just don't know how to get everybody. Expansion 4, Al Snow, and a couple of guys. But anyway, again, that's they got a lot of guys. They don't have everybody, obviously, but they do have a lot of guys.
They have a lot of guys. I know. I was looking at the list. Yeah, Lenny. So Randy Savage brothers, Lenny Poffo.
Okay.
You remember Lenny Poffo?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so Father Man, his brother Macho Man. So yeah, Leaping Lenny Poffo, he was called.
Leaping Lenny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tribe fan there, Leaping Lenny Poffo. Yeah.
Oh, he's in it.
Yeah, and that's what Scott said. Have Ken Maka be the commissioner, so it'd be the Ken Maka the commissioner's title. So it'd be the Ken Maka title. So something like that. It's going to be a Ken Maka belt. I don't know if I got a commissioner or not yet. I guess I'm the commissioner if I'm running it.
So Dave, the other ones that you got, the other expansion packs, are they in color?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Some say yeah. They say it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the legends, the legends ladies. Those might not be
Maybe
because
not.
they might all be older sets.
Well, if you go to the
Because the
shop, right, and you click on Legends of Wrestling, you see how it's got the Legends starter sets.
yes, their color.
Now,
They'll
the
say
first one is the Legends of Wrestling color starters in color, but the other one I think is black and white.
yeah.
Now, if you go to Legends color,
The expansions are
all
in
those
color also.
expansion packs there are color.
Yes, I'm looking at that right
Okay.
now.
Now, if you go to Legends Classic, I think those are black and white.
Yeah.
So, and I just don't know. Like I say, it doesn't tell you who comes. I mean, well, I have to go to that other website, you know. But those, I think those are the
Wow.
older ones.
This Legends rematch. I remember these guys. Mil Mascaris, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sabu, Cowboy Bob Orton, Lou Albano. Holy cow. That's some set. Coco Beware.
Hmm.
They're going back. That's the Legends rematch second edition. That's pretty. Was
Yeah, there's some good ones in here.
yeah. The missing link. I remember that guy.
Dick the Bulldog Brown.
Dick the Bulldog Browser.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was little. I was little then. Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah, Rick Rude's in there.
Yeah, he's in the Legends Fever set.
Nice. Yeah, there's some good ones in there.
Yeah.
There's fun to be had. There is fun to be had with
I'll
this.
probably wind up ordering this set tomorrow.
You know, some roads. I was thinking about this. Size Ramaka secretly wrestles as a masked Lucia wrestler later, revealing himself in a cage match. I was kind of thinking if I could find a mask. See, the problem is I was going to take somebody I didn't know in a mask and just have that would be Maka in a mask. But the thing is, no matter who I take, it's a real person. Someone's going to know it, and it wouldn't be that fun. So I'd have to maybe create a generic card. Maybe I would do that. Maybe I'll find a generic card and create a mask guy. Maybe I'll create my own card and just kind of do the best I can with it, and that would be Ken Maka, you know. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that.
Was this game the second half starting this game yet?
I think it's going to be starting up soon. Yeah. So anyway, so Dr. Jim's going to give Ken a call. Come on the show. You know, if I don't want to bug the guy, but if somebody were to reach out nicely and he'd come on the show, I think it'd be a fun time.
He'd probably get a kick out of it.
Yeah, you know, just kind of how it all happened. You know, kind of like the way you know when I ran into Jay Teatrick there with the Cleveland Spiders book. He's found my channel, and then he come on and we talked about his book, and it was just a fun time, and that's how he found me, and we became friends through that. So, but anyway, yeah, I might have to. I don't have the time to do that right now as far as going around. I haven't had enough time finding guests in our community, finding the time to invite people on, you know. So the second half kicked off. Yeah, so we'll have to do that. Ken Maka on the show would be epic. Yeah, that'd be funny. Funny the story how he comes on the show and how I put him at third base and I didn't know who he was. I don't know anybody. You know, I don't know everybody. So anyway, all right, folks, we're gonna wrap this up. I want to thanks for coming by and this just kind of off the cuff Sunday night chat. We did a lot of wrestling
show. Yeah,
it turned into a wrestling show. Fun. We're gonna the Spider guest will be fun too. Yeah. So we'll have a good time with that. And we're going to get some wrestling. I think Friday night, so Wednesday night will be Al Wilson. Friday night, I think it's going to be Dave Little with some wrestling if we can squeeze that in. I should have a normal week this week, so you should see me maybe during the week, during the day. I do have to work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday night. So, and then Wednesday night and Friday night will be on here. So it's going to be a busy night here. So anyway, enjoy the football.
Right, well.
Thanks for coming by, Joe. Thanks for jumping on with me.
Thanks for having me again, Dave.
And we shall talk to everybody later. Yeah, the dinner with Maka. Yeah, I'll take him to the Kowloon, right? We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, everybody.